Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of this course. We are getting close to the end, and so there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But before we get to that light, there's of course a couple of things that we need to accomplish. This week we're going to be diving into a subject that I am deeply passionate about, and that is the Civil War era. Specifically this week we're going to be focusing on the years about 1850 to 1861. And we're going to be assessing some of the direct causes of the Civil War. Now, as you've probably tracked with me throughout the course, there are things that have already been put into place that have created tension and division within the United States. Much of that has to do with the institution of slavery and its westward expansion. We've seen things like the Missouri Compromise. We may have mentioned the Compromise of 1850. We've seen the Wilmot Proviso. There's been some discussions about popular sovereignty and what you do with the new territories from the Mexican-American War. And again, a lot of that has to do with the westward expansion of slavery and the institution of slavery and its continued survival. There are other causes of the Civil War, however, that we saw perhaps with the nullification crisis under Andrew Jackson, the issue of states' rights and federalism, and many Southerners feeling that the government has simply gotten too intrusive, too large, and the power that they wield to implement tariffs would also be used to halt the spread and existence of slavery. And so all of this is going to come to a head during the 1850s. And there's going to be a number of events that are going to basically heat the United States up until eventually it will explode in April of 1861 when Fort Sumter will be attacked by the Confederacy. And so we're going to be looking at a number of different events this week, including the Lincoln-Douglas debates. We'll be talking about Bleeding Kansas and the issues that are occurring in the area of Missouri and Kansas. And then, of course, one of the key causes of the war for many was the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860, where many Southerners, including those in South Carolina, believed that he would end slavery, although Lincoln made quite clear that his intention was not to end slavery where it existed, but rather it was to halt its spread. So lots of stuff to go on this week. We got some videos to watch. There's a couple of lectures to listen to this week. So again, you want to time yourself out and make sure that you're doing well to make sure that you have enough time to complete all the material before the discussion boards are due and the quizzes are due. So you can use, of course, the course outline that I have for you if that's something you'd like to do. And so at any rate, that's what we're looking at this week. Next week we'll get into the war itself and Reconstruction, and we'll make sure to get that done. As a reminder, next week's course, week 5, will end on Thursday. It is a short week. That is the school's calendar. That's just when they had to end. So if you can get done with this week's content early, you might be able to start on next week's a little early as well. So, but that's up to you. One last thing I want to share, as you always know, you have until Tuesday of this week to respond to any comments or questions I have placed on your week 3 discussion boards. And you can do that, of course, for extra points. So I think that's all I have for you. So if you have questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll do the best I can to get back to you. Otherwise, go in peace, be warm and filled, and may the force be with you. Be blessed, guys.